Okay, so now I have these two. I'm so excited because I love fragrances. You and David each have created new fragrances called the Beckham Signature Story. Yeah. Okay, so does the Beckham Signature Story smell like you and David? What do you two smell like? What do you guys smell like? I would love to know.
My armpit.
Is that what it is? My armpit.
Yeah, I mean, this is about our fifth fragrance.
Yeah.
And you're really getting part of me and David with this fragrance. You know, it's...
What if I just want part of David?
Well, you can wear David.
Which one is you? I want David.
What about me? Everyone always says, David's so handsome and she's really funny. I'm really sick of being the funny one all the time.
I will take a part of you and put you all over me.
Oh, okay.
Why is it that only men can wear the men's fragrance? They all smell the same to me. I don't see why one is for men and one is for women.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think the men's one is just it's a little bit stronger and a little bit more masculine. Mine is very young, it's youthful, it's white flowers. It's not too strong. I can't bear it when you can smell somebody before you see them. It's a bit overpowering.
You know, one of the things that you might want to put with your fragrances is just a little booklet on how to wear them.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think people don't realize that doing this doesn't... It's not how you're supposed to do it, but it would be fun.
Are you supposed to spray and step in?
Well, you know, you're not. You're supposed to just. It's supposed to be lightly done here, here, and here.
And you reckon behind your knees.
Yes.
Behind your knees.
If you can bend down that far.
Well, but yeah, for you, because you're, okay, Victoria, we love having you here. You are so crazy, girl. You got to come back. And everybody in the audience is going home with a bottle of both Victoria and David Beckham's new signature fragrances. We'll be right back with Dr. Oz. I started to make a raunchy...
Dr. Oz, who's on today, says he does not allow junk food in his office. Over here, Audrey, our producer, junk food. Let's see it. Let's see the drawer. All in the drawer.
I've got
Very nice.
I've got my gum, I've got my chocolate.
She would not be allowed to work at Dr. Oz. What are you eating?
That's from my little...
A Pez dispenser. Didn't even know they still existed. Some form of chocolate, cupcake, and soda. This is literally how I found the table. Our table at work, at the View. This is what it looks like.
Who had sex last night? I want you to think about it. Because 40% of American women suffer from sexual dysfunction. I mean, only a third of all the women in this country consistently have orgasms during sex. I mean, this is huge. I mean, look around you. Only a third of you are getting what you need.
And the other two-thirds are saying, would you get off of me, please? Dr. Oz is a heart surgeon whom we've all grown to love, and now he has his own show, which premieres today. Please welcome Dr. Mehmet Oz. Hey, how are you?
I've got to ask you this question because you're a doctor. So the runner, we were talking about the runner in Hot Topics. Is it possible that she did not know that she was a hermaphrodite?
Absolutely possible.
Now, how can you
Because
explain?
when you grow up looking the way you look, whatever that may be, that's what's normal to you.
Right.
And so the big tragedy is what you pointed out. This young woman probably was never examined by a physician who could have made the diagnosis. She grew up thinking this was normal. The testes don't descend, which is why they have to come out. That's why she'll probably need surgery, because they can become cancerous.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, so, but it's, you know, I think what I love about this show, and it's what we try to do as well, is you try to build a community of people who understand what's really happening. Why would you do that on purpose? It doesn't make any sense. She wouldn't. And it's so tragic that it comes out in this way. But you know what? There are a lot of other folks out there who are thinking the exact same thing. Do I have this? Am I normal? What's going on with me? That's sort of the no embarrassment zone we try to create, where people get comfortable having that intimate discussion that they need to have with someone they trust.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know, I know you're very good with dieting and exercise and stuff like that. And I understand that you've banned junk food from the staff backstage on your new show.
You did, Dr.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're at 30 Rock, so I'm right across the hall from Fallon. Right, so I walked through there and was seeing what their craft table serves up to all their I thought I can go trolling for patients here. I mean, this stuff is not in anyone's best interest.
Bagels and, you know, Danish and crap like that.
So the first day of the show, as we first came together as a production team, I said, listen, I love you guys. You're family to me. I'm going to treat you like family, which means I'm not going to let you eat the junk that you normally would be eating because I know you won't function at full speed. And so what we're going to do is spend a little bit extra and make sure that you're going to get the stuff that you need to eat to function and make the best program we can. So that means at the end of the day, we're only going to allow you to make the decisions that are easy to make, which are eating healthy foods.
And if you catch somebody eating a donut, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Well, I spank them. It's like being at home.
So you know that when they leave work, they're really just like filling themselves up.
Well, they might, but think about this. What's the big problem we have in America right now, right? We're fighting this big battle. Obesity, right?
Yep.
And when the president's down there trying to make healthcare finance work in Washington, I don't care which plan we pick, they're not going to work if we don't deal with the care of health.
I agree.
That's right.
So, okay, I'm only halfway where you are. I've got 4 kids, but we had the same battle at our house.
And you know what? I'm so with you, because I don't know if you've seen our show, but I am totally organic, nutrition-based, and I do let my kids eat junk food.
Like a fun mom.
Well, you know what? Listen,
So are you saying that we can't
I
have...
enjoy nutrition. I enjoy making very, very wise decisions for my kids, and I'm aware of the fact that as they're getting older, it's harder for me. The kids come home, they don't know what Doritos are, and they're saying, these triangular orange chips, Mom, can you buy those? And I just say no.
I don't know if you found this either, but I think part of the battle is you use them against each other. Now, that's one of the benefits. You're talking about having 19 kids or lots of kids. The average woman 100 years ago only had 100 menstrual cycles in her life because she was pregnant all the time. And those kids would train each other. So my oldest was there, you know, she so what would happen was I'd use the oldest one against the younger ones and create role models so you break the resistance. Because you're right.
You're not looking at that. I see what she's saying. But I have to ask this question. Are you saying no junk food at all? Are you saying moderate it? Because I'm sorry, I grew up, you know, in a household that ate fairly well, but we were allowed to, on occasion,
You're right. The big decision doesn't get made at home. It gets made in the supermarket. Right? When you don't bring the junk in, there's no battle. The worst thing to do is to bring the junk in, then hold them back from it. So we spend a lot of time on the show just focusing in on how do we make it easy to do the right thing. It's not a matter of banning anything. That's not what life's about. Enjoy life, live it to the fullest. But here are the simple things you can do so I can sort of nudge you in the right direction. So without realizing it, all of a sudden, you began to enjoy vitality. That's, by the way, talking about the sexual famine, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's a lot of sexual famine here. And speaking of sexual famine, because I really want to know this, your first show, congratulations, your first show is about the erogenous zones. So I want to know where are they at.
On the show, we create this no embarrassment zone where those kinds of questions are welcome because you know what? You're asking it, they're sharing, so is a lot of other people out on the country.
So everyone's at the same place? Does it move around?
Not that woman in South Africa.
No,
it's 4 top ones, so I wouldn't think they'd be in the same places.
No, they vary, but number one is the brain, without question.
The brain, erogenous
And then the lips are really erogenous. Do you know why? Because that's how we express our trust for each other.
Okay.
Think about it. You can really hurt someone when you're kissing them, right?
I guess, yeah.
And then you sort of get down below.
Then that's the 3rd erogenous zone. Where's it for?
A little behind there. Yeah, that's right.
Wow. You know, speaking of the 2nd erogenous zone, which is the lips, I want to bring it back. I really want to bring this back to the swine flu again because Joy doesn't want she doesn't want to kiss anymore.
I'm trying to train people come on the show to give the fist bump now because I watched a show, the French, who usually all over the place, are training their population
but now
to
they
stop
have a
doing
vaccine
that.
for the kids. Is there going to be some kind of side effect from the kids taking this vaccine?
I think the vaccine
or should we vaccinate right away when they?
Well, I think we ought to get the regular seasonal flu vaccine. That's well established to be supporting.
What I'm hearing is that they're going to be 2.
Right, but the regular seasonal flu is just 1. That's easy.
That's
Everyone
the
should
first
get.
one,
And then the swine flu will be 2 if you take it. It's built on the chassis. But remember, the swine flu is a very promiscuous bug. It's got little bovine, little avian, little pig. It's got all this together.
Interspecies.
Yes. So it could morph. But half the people who hear my voice will get the swine flu. Half of them. And so the most important message I can give you, and again, I'm trying to make it simple because this is what we do on the show, vitamin D. We know it works. It's been proven over and over again to be effective. Absolutely.
How much of it?
1,000 units a day.
1,000 units a day of vitamin D.
For most kids, once they're a reasonable size, you can use it. But you know, here's the thing with vitamin D. You get 10 minutes of vitamins, you get 10,000 units of vitamin D. Whoopee, you need an hour. You'll never get it.
And this is great. This is what's going to be on your show. Thank you. The Dr. Oz Show premieres today. Check your local listings for times, and we will be right back.
Hey, Kate Gosselin will be back tomorrow. Also, the name of the movie Precious that she's in, Have a good day. See ya.
Fantastic, that movie.
Bye.